What I am going to do at Guadalupe Mountains National Park is I will be hiking up to Pratt's Cabin, because that's pretty much what Guadalupe Park is. Not Pratt's Cabin necessarily, but hiking. Just tons and tons and tons of hiking. That is what it is for. And so the hike that will be best for me with having Lila, because Lila is gonna have to stay in the car, is Pratt's Cabin. It is 4.8 miles round trip, rated as moderate just because of length. So it sounds like it's really gonna be a simple hike. And I got up early so that it will be cool in the car for Lila still. It'll only be in the 50s. Gates open at 8 a.m. This is a day use area. Okay, here we go. Here we go. In 1921, Wallace Pratt, a geologist for Humble Oil and Refining Company, traveled to Pecos, Texas to purchase leases for land.
While there, Judge Drain asked Pratt if he wanted to visit the most beautiful spot in Texas. At first glance, Pratt thought the landscape was just high desert mountains. That was until he entered McKittrick Canyon. In 1921, a stream ran the length of the canyon and was surrounded by maple, walnut, and oak trees, as well as plants like cactus and agave. The stream went underground during flooding in 1943 and 1968. On the return trip to Pecos, Pratt was able to purchase a quarter interest of McCombs Ranch containing part of McKittrick Canyon for a summer getaway. The rest of Pratt's partners were interested in a place to entertain clients on deer hunts. When the stock market crashed in 1929, Pratt bought out his partners, and by 1930, he owned a major portion of the canyon. During the winter of 1931 to 32, with the help of contractors, he began construction of what is now known as Pratt's Cabin. The cabin is made of only stone and wood. Hard pine rafters, collar beams, and sheathing to support the stone roof were shipped in from East Texas. The stone used in the house came from the base of the Guadalupe Mountains. The cabin was furnished with rough plank reclining chairs, 4 beds, hammocks, and a table to seat 12. The Pratts and their 3 kids used the cabin as a summer retreat for over a decade, and later as a home for a short time in 1945. After being trapped by a flood, the Pratts decided the canyon was not suitable for a permanent residence and chose a site in front of the mountains for their home, which is called Ship on the Desert. In 1960, the Pratts moved to Tucson, Arizona for health reasons and began donating their property in McKittrick Canyon to the National Park Service. This totaled over 5,000 acres and included the stone cabin and Ship on the Desert.
We are done. It only took me 45 minutes to get down. Super windy. Great hike, honestly. Great for all ages. I even think my mom could handle that. Not bad at all. I don't know. I guess they've marked it correctly because it is so long. They've, marked it as moderate. Yeah, I'm really glad that I went super early. It was all for Lila, but it was so smart to do since I didn't have anybody in my shots up there. That was nice. And then as I was leaving, I was passing kids and families and lots of people. I really enjoyed that. I thought the cabin was beautiful. The hike to it was absolutely gorgeous. When I got to that portion with the river and the rocks, it almost looked like paradise. It was so pretty. I would definitely not come here in the summer. I would definitely not hike this in the summer. Absolutely not. I feel fine about visiting Guadalupe Mountains National Park. It's a great park in Texas, I would say. There's not a whole lot going on in Texas for mountains, but here in this park, they have the highest peak in all of Texas, which is Guadalupe Peak at 8,751. And you can hike that. I will not be hiking that, but it's a beautiful park. You wouldn't expect it at all when you're just driving by. But when you get in here, yeah, it's gorgeous. And I would agree with what Pratt said. When he first started going in to see this most beautiful spot, he was like, okay, what's the big deal? But then once he was really getting in there, he thought, wow, this is just so beautiful. And it really is. It's a little hidden gem. Not so hidden anymore, but it had to have been a hidden gem back then. And That's why he purchased it, and then thanks to him donating 5,000 acres worth so that we can enjoy it today. It's just wonderful. So I will be ending the video here most likely, unless I visit the other visitor center. I hope that you enjoyed this simple, easy hike in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Highly recommend a visit here. Let me know if you've been to this park. What did you think? What hikes did you go on? There are 80 total miles of hiking, and 60% of them allow horses. So really great place if you have horses to come and enjoy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone. If you like this video and want to see more, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I will see you in my next video. I almost forgot, and I was holding this in my hands the whole time. I've got to mark this sticker off. What was I thinking? Okay, we'll see. Take a look at what the sticker is. I was at Carlsbad yesterday, Guadalupe today, and then I'll be in Big Bend tomorrow. Here we go. Perhaps one of the least known national parks in the lower 48 states is a hidden treasure in West Texas. A tropical sea once covered this region, hosting a massive variety of aquatic life and a 400-mile-long coral reef. Wow! As the earth changed, the sea evaporated and exposed the reef. It is now the highest mountain range in Texas, featuring 2 peaks taller than 8,000 feet, a glut of fossilized sea creatures, and a rich, what are these words in here? I need a dictionary. Panoply of plants and animals. It is the 36th national park, established in 1972. Yes. Did you know? Prevailing winds constantly ripple and reshape the gypsum sands. Oh, there is a park's salt basin dunes. 10 things to do and see. Conquer Guadalupe Peak. I will not. Scramble up the scree at McKittrick Canyon. Squeeze through Devil's Hall. Wildlife watch at Smith Spring. Give the Woodsy Bowl Trail a trip. Hail El Capitan from Salt Basin Overlook. Catch sunset at Gypsum Dunes. Get diggy with it on Permian Reef Geology Trail, clamber up Bush Mountain Trail to Marcus Overlook, and spend the night in Dog Canyon. Dog Canyon, I drove by it, and it is a ways away. It is a ways away, but it's one of, I think, 2 campgrounds in the park. So there we have it. I came over to the main visitor center, and it is very crowded. Very. There is a line to get in. Like, they have a quota. They only allow a certain number of people to enter because of COVID. So I will not be going in there. I went to the bathroom. The bathrooms are on the outside, and they're disgusting. I should have just gone to the bathroom on the side of the road. So, yep, that is officially it for Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Toodles!